After being all about the collective ahead of the historic 2018 World Cup campaign, Les Bleus reverted to their awful old ways and paid the price. Switzerland goalkeeper Jan Sommer saved Kylian Mbappe's penalty kick, but France's Euro 2020 journey was not meant to finish there. Meanwhile, Véronique Rabiot, the mother of Juventus star Adrien Rabiot, sparred with Mbappe and Paul Pogba's family in the stands. It appeared to be a scene from a kids' football game. Only the about 23,000-strong Bucharest crowd and the cameras fixated on the players served as reminders that this was, in fact, one of the world's largest football stages. With only 9 minutes remaining and a 3-1 lead, Didier Deschamps' squad appeared to be on their way to the quarterfinals. Instead, like a flyweight fighter with a glass jaw, the 2018 World Cup winning team, which was built on practicality and unity, crumbled. Haris Seferovic, who had embarrassed Clement Lenglet with a humiliating ease to head the game's opening goal, found a similarly inviting France defense as he powered a second, before Mario Gavranovic uncharacteristically exposed a large gap in the French backline to tie the game. While much of the first postmortem focused on Mbappe and his disappointing tournament, attention rapidly switched to what was going on among the spectators, who seemed to be experiencing the same anxiety as the team. Pogba was displeased with Rabiot's behavior, according to Deschamps, who chastised him for squandering the ball in the build-up to Switzerland's crucial third. The Manchester United midfielder, who was one of the few French players to leave the tournament with any credit, needs to be calmed down a little, according to the coach. However, by this time, it was clear that France's unity, which had been such a strength 3 years previously in Russia, had been seriously undermined. Injury to Lucas Hernandez and Lucas Digne prompted Rabiot to play left-back for parts of the games against Portugal and Switzerland, but the game had already been won several weeks before. In the 1990s, the Netherlands was noted for having strong national teams, which afterwards disintegrated. Since finishing first in the group stage of the 2002 World Cup, France has been plagued by this curse. From Raymond Domenich's disastrous squad management at Euro 2008 and the 2010 World Cup, which resulted in the team striking at the latter championship, to Laurent Blanc's failure to get more from his team at Euro 2012, Les Bleus have been endowed with a plethora of talent but an inability to extract it. Deschamps, on the other hand, appeared to be an outlier. He'd shown perseverance, weeded out individuals who might be a source of unhappiness, and instilled a healthy culture in the organization. For example, Otto Rami may not have played a single minute in France's 2018 World Cup victory, but his presence in the locker room was important to the team's cohesiveness. At Euro 2020, Didi strayed a little from his values. Rabiot, dubbed the Duke in part because of his aloof personality, was back, as was Karim Benzema, who is under investigation for his alleged role in the sextape scandal with former France winger Mathieu Valbuena. Although France did not perform as well as they did in South Africa 11 years ago, there was a perceptible tightness in their play when they were put under duress. Didier Deschamps and his staff got it very wrong, Emmanuel Petit, an Arsenal legend and 1998 World Cup winner, said for RMC. At no point did we receive the impression that they were in command of the situation, rather, they were victims of it. His greatest talent has always been his ability to handle people, but this is where he went astray. Before the Euros started, we only spoke about the front three, Benzema, Mbappe, and Antoine Griezmann, and we forgot that the team's strength is the team. We've never seen a France team like that. When you lose sight of the concept of a team, you're in trouble. And we forgot about it in the majority of matches, relying too heavily on individuals. There have been many spectacular moments in France's history. Many of them involved Pogba, but Benzema's initial touch, which enabled him to equalize against Switzerland, was unquestionably the greatest. While the Real Madrid striker shined on his own, there is a feeling that he upset the team's natural balance. Indeed, Olivier Giroud, France's second most productive striker ever, had a spat with Mbappe before the ball was even kicked because of Benzema's presence. Benzema, was successful and his mentality was fantastic for the team, Vicente Lissarasu, another member of France's 1998 World Cup winning team, told L'Équipe. However, his reappearance caused the cards to be reshuffled. Some players were benched, while others were refused playing time. What we got from his desires and talent also took away the power of others. Benzema's return was unexpected and late. In such a short period of time, the players had a difficult time adjusting to playing together. There was no single cause for France's Euros loss, but Benzema's return from a near 6-year layoff in the pre-Euros friendly was a harbinger of the chaos that would ensue in Bucharest. It was ill-conceived, disorganized, and incoherent. It wasn't typical of Deschamps' France. The event deserved to come to an end at that point.